Hello, good people. It's Rob Lee. I did a video tonight entitled "Why Do They Hate You So Much?" and it was removed by Google, and I don't know what to make of it. For the most part, they've left my channel alone. Yeah, they restrict me. They put me on an isolated island away from everybody else, so I can only reach a certain amount of people. But they've left me alone in terms of strikes and things like that. They've left me alone. And I find it odd that last night I talked to Chaplain Bob Walker, and he and I had a falling out. I had a falling out with him. And I called him last night because a brother on the channel had told me to pray for him. So I thought I would do the right thing and pray for him and call him up and see if anything was wrong with him. And nothing was wrong with him. I'm not sure what the prayer request was even for. And I just found it odd that Bob Walker had told me he just had the same thing happen to him. I just found that odd. Now, I'm not accusing Bob Walker of anything, but I do find it very odd. I would never falsely accuse, but I do find it odd. This is the system that we are living in. And in the video, I did not espouse any hate. There was nothing evil or mean or cruel about what I said at all. There was nothing. I simply talked about the hate that is levied against me and against us. That's it. And then I read from Psalms. That's all that I did. So I'm going to do the same thing now, and I'm just going to read from Psalms. And I have not accused Bob Walker or anybody else. I'm sure that people do come to people's channels, and that's what people at Google do. That's why they're there. But I think you'll also find that many people will pretend to be your friends, and they're not your friends. And you're going to have to watch out for that. I'm not accusing anybody. It could be just a coincidence. It probably is. But you got to be really careful, because some of the people may pretend to be your friends, and they have no love for Jesus Christ in them at all. And it's a dangerous time that we're living in. But you keep your faith, you keep doing what's right, you love Jesus Christ, and everything will be all right. We were told that this was going to happen. We were forewarned. We knew it was going to happen. We are fearfully and wonderfully made. And the reason that there's so much hate toward Jesus and toward our Father and toward us is because Jesus said that what my Father did not plant shall be rooted up and cast into the fire. That's all that I really have to say about it. And I'm going to pray about it, and I'm going to keep going back and doing what it is that I've been doing, because I've been left alone for the most part. And I know people that come to this channel, some of them have left. They've left in anger. It doesn't really bother me. I have nothing against anybody. But I know that some people will fall away from the truth, and some people, they may tell you that they love Jesus Christ with their mouth, but when push comes to shove, they're not going to choose Jesus Christ. And some people, it goes even beyond that. Some people, they tell you they love Jesus when they have no love for him, while they're secretly holding hands with the enemy. This is the truth. I hope you enjoy the video. The Almighty Father knows everything that you do. He knows when you stand up, when you sit down, when you go to bed, when you close your eyes. He knows when you're hurting. He knows everything about you. He knew you before you took your very first breath. So I hope you enjoy the video, and may the Almighty Father bless each and every one of you in the name of Jesus Christ. We're going to read Psalms, and we're going to read about being fearfully and wonderfully made. All right, so let's go ahead and read Psalms 139. And, O Lord, thou hast searched me and known me. Thou knowest my downsitting and mine uprising. Thou understandest my thought afar off. Thou compassest my path and my lying down, and art acquainted with all my ways. For there is not a word in my tongue, but lo, O Lord, thou knowest it altogether. Thou hast beset me behind and before, and laid thine hand upon me. Such knowledge is too wonderful for me. It is high. I cannot attain unto it. Whither shall I go from thy spirit? Or whither shall I flee from thy presence? If I ascend up into heaven, thou art there. If I make my bed in hell, behold, thou art there. If I take the wings of the morning and dwell in the uttermost parts of the sea, even there shall thy hand lead me, and thy right hand shall hold me. If I say, surely the darkness shall cover me, even the night shall be the light about me. Yea, the darkness hideth not from thee, but the night shineth as the day. The darkness and the light are both alike to thee. For thou hast possessed my reins. Thou hast covered me in my mother's womb. I will praise thee, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Marvelous are thy works, and that my soul knoweth it right well. My substance was not hid from thee, when I was made in secret, and curiously wrought in the lowest parts of the earth. Thine eyes did see my substance, yet being unperfect. And in thy book all my members were written, which in continuance were fashioned, when as yet there was none of them. How precious also are thy thoughts unto me, O God! How great is the sum of them! If I should count them, they are more in number than the sand. When I awake, I am still with thee. Surely thou wilt slay the wicked. O God, depart from me therefore, ye bloody men. For they speak against thee wickedly, and thine enemies take thy name in vain. Do not I hate them, O Lord, that hate thee? And am not I grieved with those that rise up against thee? I hate them with a perfect hatred. I count them mine enemies. Search me, O God, and know my heart. Try me, and know my thoughts. And see if there be any wicked way in me, and lead me in the way of everlasting. The Bible tells us, for the eyes of the Lord are over the righteous, and his ears are open unto their prayers. But the face of the Lord is against them that do evil. That's 1 Peter 3:12. Hebrews 11:6 says, but without faith it is impossible to please him. For he that cometh to God must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. Your faith and your love and your service to your Father through Jesus Christ is what will get you through. I love you all. Jesus Christ loves you more than anyone. I encourage you to love one another and pray for one another and stay in prayer. And when you really try to understand why do they hate you, it's because they hated our Father and they hated Jesus Christ first. And everything that we're going through, everything that you're seeing, we were warned of it. If you read the scriptures and you have a relationship with your Father, you know that we were warned of this. And we were also told of the result and what will be the outcome. And we are to overcome. We are overcomers. May the Almighty Father bless each and every one of you in the name of Jesus Christ.